Hi, EDU 153. We are starting week 5 today, and for this class, that means that we are over halfway done with the class. So give yourself a pat on the back. I know it's been a lot of work, but you guys have stayed the course and studied hard and stayed focused so you could get your work done. These 8-week courses can be challenging and overwhelming at first, but once you get into a groove of how assignments work and getting your reading done, you guys have done a great job with this. Let's take a look over at the content in week 5. You are going to be reading chapters 11 and 12 in your textbook. There are some videos and some online resources here. Please always remember to check those things out because they build and relate to this content just as much as your textbook does. And especially when you look down here, you have a journal this week. And when you post to your journal or discussion boards, I'm always looking for you to reflect on your personal experiences, but to pull in how that relates to what you're learning in this class. So your journals never should be just about your personal experiences, and honestly, they should never be just about what you're learning in the textbook. They should be a combination of those two things. You should show both understanding of the content and personal growth as far as how you've grown in your experiences and compared your experiences to what you're learning. I do want to speak just a moment about the activity plan that is due this week. This is your safety activity plan. I worked really hard to get your health plans graded and back to you with some good comments so that you could use the information from your health plan to inform your safety plan. But I want to say a couple of things. First and foremost, a few of you turned in a well-written, well-thought-out activity plan for your health plan that did not relate to health. Or it was something that could relate to health, but in your writing of the interactions and the introduction of the activity, and sometimes even the goal of the activity, you never talked about how you're going to help children understand the benefit of what they're doing and how it affects their health. So this week, as you're writing your safety plans, be sure that you talk about how whatever activity you're planning is related to safety practices for the children. What are things that children need to know about that keep them safe? And so some resources that you have. First of all, look in foundations for the types of things that children need to know and understand. And we have a link here to our Pinterest page. Pinterest is not somewhere that you should go to always look for activities and ideas because some things can be very commercialized and maybe not really fall in line with best practices in early childhood. But this is our JCC Pinterest board. So it is activities that we have chosen as being developmentally appropriate for early childhood classrooms. Okay, so definitely use that resource and Google things. The other thing I want to say about this safety plan is the last activity plan you did was a child-directed activity plan. That meant it was supposed to happen in the classroom as a choice. Most often, child-directed activity plans happen either outdoors as a choice for things to do while they're playing outside, or during free choice or center time in the classroom. This safety plan is a teacher-directed plan. Some of you turned in a more teacher-directed plan for your child-directed plan, and I gave you feedback about that. So this plan is a different type of plan where you will write out a step-by-step method of how you plan to implement this activity with the children rather than it being an option in the classroom. This is something that you might do during circle time or even small group time in a classroom with even younger children where everybody may not participate, but you're still the teacher leading the activity. It's not a choice among other options for the children. So, teacher directed, make sure it's developmentally appropriate, use the Pinterest board to help you out with that, and make sure your activity clearly relates to safety practices for young children. Okay? If you have questions about that, let me know. I will tell you I'm going to be out of the office on Friday and out of town this weekend. So look at this information early. I will likely not respond to emails over the weekend because I'll be out of town at a wedding, and I have lots of events related to that. So read this stuff early. Let me know if you have questions. I will probably respond some on Friday, but Saturday and Sunday I will be out. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to hearing from you.